You've probably heard the advice that you need a new you to create a new year. Otherwise, you continue being the person who created the last year, and you won't be able to tell the difference from one year to the next. But some claim that you shouldn't focus on being new or different in the new year. Instead, you need to focus on being more you, more authentic. Actually, in my mind, being a new you equates to being more authentic. You can't become more authentic unless you change. And the new you doesn't make you less authentic. Each new and improved version of yourself makes you more authentic. And the reason is simple. If you aren't authentic now, something about how you show up in the world has to change. You have to be new in some way. So you have to strip away what is not you so to be authentic or more authentic. You have to strip away all the layers that are not the real you. And you do that by making conscious choices about who you want to be or need to be. So, for example, if you want this coming year to be joyous, you have to decide to be a joyous person. Now, very likely you were joyous as a child, as most of us were. But something happened that made you feel and create less joy in your life or to be a less joyful person. So maybe your father or your mother would ask you when you were super exuberant and happy, why are you so happy? And that made you feel as if it was wrong to express joy. But now it's time to be a new you, a more joyous you. You're choosing that. And the change takes you a step toward being authentically yourself again. It still requires that you change. Now, you may want the new year to feel more financially abundant. And if you think back as a child, maybe you had a lemonade stand and would earn 10 cents for each cup you sold. And you felt happy and prosperous as a young entrepreneur. But when you reached adolescence, you heard your minister preach about money being evil. And since then, you felt uncomfortable having or earning money. Now, to create a financially abundant year, you need to choose to be someone with a different belief about money. The new you is the old you with the lemonade stand who loved the jingle of coins being dropped into the cup with each sale. And when you can tap into being who you were, your authentic self, you create more abundance. And to do that, you have to change your beliefs and how you deal with money. Somehow you need to be new. So each of us has been programmed by our life experiences and people of influence. Each time you change to ensure you were loved and accepted and approved of, you added a layer of who you were not over who you are. And little by little, you stopped being authentic, unless it felt safe to you to be authentic. And now you have to peel back all those layers, like peeling an onion skin. And each time you choose to be a new version of yourself, you peel off a layer and get closer to being your authentic self. Now, you showed up in this lifetime with unlimited potential. Anything about yourself that stops you from achieving that potential is not your authentic self. I think we can all agree on that. So if you are afraid of heights, let's just say, your belief that heights are dangerous holds you back. Maybe your mother told you, not to climb trees to avoid falling and getting hurt, or she had a fear of heights and instilled it in you. That's what happened to me. She used to hang on to me, by my belt whenever we went somewhere like the Grand Canyon or something. Anyway, to reach your potential and alter the results you achieved this year, you have to create a new you, someone who has no fear of heights or someone bold enough to experience heights despite your fear. Then you can go on, for instance, a hot air balloon ride with your lover, or look at the view from atop the Empire State Building with your best friend. Experiences you would miss otherwise, and experiences that help you grow. So, to have a year in which you experience such kind of lofty things, you must be a you that is closer to your authentic self. So, maybe you decided to become a writer in middle school, but a classmate made fun of your poem, or a teacher graded your short story poorly, gave you a C or a D, and you decided being a writer would subject you to criticism, and you gave up on that dream. Yet you still love writing and you're actually quite good at it. Maybe it's your gift or purpose to write. You can't fulfill your potential or purpose as long as you hold on to the old belief about being a writer. But suppose you decide that this year you're going to begin blogging and start on a book project. In that case, you tap into your authentic self and allow yourself to move forward, towards fulfilling your potential. But the new you is a writer. That's your identity. And being a writer opens up a myriad of possibilities in the new year. But to be a writer, you have to change your beliefs and find ways to feel inspired and create new habits and be courageous about sharing your work. That's the new you, even though those characteristics are based on who you used to be. So, desiring to be more authentic means you don't believe you are or were authentic. To be more authentic, you have to change. You have to drop the way you've been. The new you is authentic. If you're always moving towards that, towards being the person you know you can be. It's also a way of being you were not expressing previously for whatever reasons. So create a new you so you have a new year. Decide who you want to be and how you want to express yourself in a more authentic way. Then your new year will demonstrate your new you, your new self, and your authentic self. So I'd love to know whether you're going to be a new you in the new year. So leave me a comment down below this video. Let me know. And please share the video with someone who you think might benefit from reading it. If you are new or watching it, sorry, if you're new to me, you've never seen one of my videos before, let me tell you who I am. I'm Nina Amir, the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I am a published author. I am an author coach. I'm also a transformational coach and a certified high performance coach. What I love to do is to help people get from where they are to where they want to be by getting out of their own way. And I like to help people create what matters to them. I believe we're all creators and that we're creating all the time, but a lot of times we're not creating what we want. We're creating what we don't want. And so it's my passion to help people create what they do want. And a lot of that has to do with personal growth or personal development. But I believe we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And so I approach all change, personal change, from both a personal and a spiritual growth perspective, a very holistic perspective, because that's who we are. And so I think we have to deal with all parts of ourselves. So if any of that's of interest to you, there are several ways you can work with me. I'm going to put a link up above that you can click on and find out how you can work with me. If you have questions about that, I will also put another link up above that allows you to sign up for a free 15-minute chat with me. We can talk about what it is you want to create and who you need to be to create that, because I do believe we need to choose to be the kind of person who can do the things that help us create what matters to us. And so that's part of how I work with people, or a big part of how I work with people. So again, we can chat, we can have a little talk and see if we're a good fit and if one of my programs is right for you. So that's it for today. I'm recording this right after the new year, 2025, and I would love to help you be a new you so you have a new year. So if that's of interest to you, as I said, click on the links above and I will talk to you soon. Until then, go out there and achieve more inspired results.